Hey y'all, welcome back to another video. My name is Sharena. Today I'm going to be showing you how to customize slash personalize a trucker hat brim using my Etsy template. The template that I created is for the trucker hats and Hobby Lobby only. These hats are very affordable. I also got a hat chain, some patches that's going to spell out Leo, and some rhinestones. I'm going to be making my sister a hat today to show y'all how to do it. First things first, you will need to purchase the Hobby Lobby Trucker Hat editable template from my Etsy shop. It also comes with the 11-second quick preview on how to use it, and also some other little details for you as far as how to drag and drop, and also letting you know that this is a digital file. Once you purchase and download your file, this is what it will look like once you open it. Once you click here, it's going to show you a preview, and then you would click Edit Template. No, template does not allow you to drag and drop, duplicate page. This is how you duplicate the page, only if it does not allow you to drag and drop. To drag and drop, you go over to Elements. You're going to type in a background of your desire. I'm going to type in hot pink. And then I'm going to find something that I feel like would match our patches. I got this background. Once you hover over it and let it go, it's going to drop. You want to lock it in at the bottom. That is an important step. Be sure to lock in your background. Next, I'm going to go back to Elements and type in Gold Sparkle. I'm not a Canva guru. I just know how to get around and how to design just a little bit. Once I found my gold sparkle, I'm going to set it to the side. So this is, I'm not the best at editing, but I do know a little something. We're going to set the gold sparkle to the side. We're going to use it later. Go back to Elements, and then I'm going to look for a heart-shaped picture frame. So it's going to be under frames, under shapes. And I'm looking for the heart-shaped one. I'm going to set that off to the side. And then I already have one of my sister's photos uploaded, so I'm just going to grab it and drag it and drop it into the heart. I'm going to go over to Edit, and then under Edit, you can brighten up your pictures or take away some of the shadow. I always edit my photos because sometimes when you print, they be a little dark, so I always brighten them up just a little bit. I'm going to go back over to Elements and look for I'm going to search white glow. And this is going to act as a background behind our heart-shaped picture. So once I found the white glow that I liked, I'm going with this circle one. I'm going to sit it in the center of our template. And then I'm going to bring my heart-shaped picture and I'm going to position it to the front of the glow. And you can play around with sizing. I did adjust it so that a little more of the glow would show around the heart. Once I have everything in position that I like, I'm going to go back over to Elements again, and I'm going to search for a pink rose background. I know we already have a background, but we have to have something in the back, like some sort of texture, so the background's not so plain. You'll see what I mean in a second. Once I found a pink rose background that I like, I'm just going to position it, resize it a little bit, and then I'm going to send it to the back of my glow and to the back of my picture, but not behind my template. I'm going to bring the transparency down so you can barely see the roses, but you can see the roses, if you know what I mean. Again, this is just to add texture to all of the negative space. Next, I'm going to go over to text and I'm going to type out EST. The top of the brim is going to say EST 1993. I'm going to change the font of EST, and then I'm going to go over to Effects, then Outline, and then I'm going to change the color of the outline to black, then change the inside of the font to white. I'm going to go back over to Effects and curve it. I'm going to bring the curve all the way down to -100. I see that my letters are touching, so I'm going to open up the letter spacing just a tad. Now I can position it on the curve of the template. I'm going to go back over to text, and then I'm going to type out 1993, do the same thing, change the font. I'm going to go over to Effects, put an outline on it, change the color of the outline to black, change the inside of the font to white. Then I'm going to go back to Effects, go to Curve, and bring the curve all the way down to -100. My letters are touching, well, my numbers are touching. Open up letter spacing just a little bit, and then position it again the same way we did EST on the curve of the template. Okay, now I'm going to go back over to elements and I'm going to look up Leo zodiac sign again because I'm making a hat for my sister. Her birthday is coming up in July. She's a Leo. So once I found one that I like, I'm just going to minimize it and position it over on the side. I'm going to duplicate it and bring it to the other side. So it's 2 on each side. Now I can finally bring down my gold little sparkly star. And I'm going to duplicate that on both sides. And then I'm just going to keep duplicating them and making them smaller. Just to take up some negative space. Just to fill up some space. All right, now I think we're done. What y'all think? I think this is it. I'm not going to add any more to it. I'm finished. So I'm going to go over to share and then I'm going to download it to my computer. I'm going to save the file to my computer. The next step is to print. Do not print straight from the computer. I'm going to print from Silhouette Studio. I don't care if you print from Microsoft Word. Print from a different software. On Silhouette Studio, I'm going to resize my page to an 8.5 by 11. Sometimes when you open up the file, it's going to be a different size. You may have to resize it. So I resized my page to an 8.5 by 11. Once you print this out and iron this template on your trucker hat, it's going to have an offset around the brim. So if you want this to cover the whole brim or the bill of the trucker hat, you will need to resize your page. So go up a size. 8.6 by 11 should cover the whole brim. And then you can print. Once you select print, you want to use your regular inkjet printer on plain paper, high quality. These are the fabric transfers that I print on. These are for dark fabrics. These are located at Walmart. This is the brand that I use. I love Avery. Again, these are t-shirt transfers for dark fabric. These are found in Walmart if you want to use this brand that I'm using. Load it into your regular inkjet printer. Nothing fancy, just a regular old printer. And then you print. Once you're done printing, allow it to dry just a little bit before you go to cutting it out because the ink is still wet. But here is our image. I think everything turned out nice. Everything is pretty and vibrant. But I wanted to show y'all this Chris Brown hat that I made so you can see a visual of the 8.5 by 11 page size brim. As you can see, there's just an offset and it's absolutely fine. It's your preference. Okay, now we can cut out our design. Now, I have seen people on TikTok buy my template and use Cricut Design Space print and cut. But I always hand cut. By the time you upload it, remove the background, load it on the mat and cut it. You could have had it cut out by hand by then. So I cut my template out by hand, but it's your preference. Once you have it cut out, set it to the side. Now for the hat. I got my hat heat press ready and my patches. So my patches, I got a L, a E, and a O again from Hobby Lobby. What I like about the patches from Hobby Lobby is that they are also stickers, so you can stick them in place so you can make sure that you have them positioned right. Now that I got everything positioned as best as I can in the center, now I'm going to use my hat heat press to iron on my patches, applying pressure. This is a HTVRONT hat heat press. It also came with a little stand that you see that my hat is on. I love, love, love this heat press. I'm going to drop it down in the description for those of you that are interested in one. But again, you don't have to have a HTVRONT heat press, but you do need to have some type of heat press to put these patches on or iron. Next, I'm going to start adding the little rhinestones that I bought again from Hobby Lobby. Now, I see a lot of people put these on hats using E6000 or some type of fabric glue or some type of stronger adhesive than hot glue. I'm using hot glue because, in my hot glue gun, because E6000 takes a little bit of time to dry. So I didn't have that time. I didn't have all day today. But I absolutely hate working with my hot glue gun too, because it always leaves those little strings, those little spider web things. But you know, you got to take the good with the bad sometime. And I don't have all day. We don't have all day to sit and watch me lay rhinestones. So I just put them on the hat just decoratively to take up space and make it nice and pretty. And this is what the turnout looked like. I just put them on there nice and neat. Now for the fun part, it's time to iron on our custom brim template onto our trucker hat. Now remember, we print on the Avery t-shirt transfer, so you do need to remove the back peeling away from your t-shirt transfer. Once you remove the backing, you can then place it on top of your brim and position it, making sure to cover all the edges. Again, enlarging the template page to an 8.6 by 11.1 will ensure that you cover the edges of the brim. And what I do is, once I get it positioned, I kind of squeeze it, and so I can hold it tight so it don't move. This little piece of paper is included when you buy the t-shirt transfers. And you can iron on top of this, because you can't iron right on top of the t-shirt transfer or it's going to burn. But you can iron right on top of this paper and it won't budge. So once I iron one side, I can kind of let it go. I just do this. I just do one side so that it will keep it and hold it in place. And I don't have to squeeze it and hold it the entire time that I'm ironing. Again, this cover sheet is included in the pack of t-shirt transfers, and you want to cover the t-shirt transfer with this sheet before you iron. Make sure that you get all the wrinkles out. Make sure you get all the edges. Make sure you get every piece so that it adheres to the fabric. Whew, okay, y'all, we done ironing. Now we're gonna get our hat chain. And this is the most simplest part of the hat. You hook it on to one side of the hat, bring it over, and hook it on the other side of the hat. Now, I like my chain to fit a little tight. I've seen people with loose chains, and I've seen people with tight chains. Again, this is one of those things that it's no right or wrong. It's however you want to do it. And that's a wrap, y'all. We done with the hat. We are finished. And I think this turned out so cute. Again, this hat template is in my Etsy shop. And again, this brim template is in my Etsy shop. I'm going to link it down below. And it's only for the Hobby Lobby trucker hats. Only for the Hobby Lobby trucker hats. Got any questions? Let me know down in the comments. Also, if you can, go follow me on TikTok and Instagram. And also, I'm new to Facebook. And I will see y'all in the next video. Bye.